Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the nation. Outages, minister threatens discos with license revocation. Tinubu, Awolowo's legacy principles live on. NPA plans $1 billion reconstruction of Tinkan on the ports and others. UCH doctors on strike over attack on colleague. Bureaucracy, cash crunch, stall e-passport issuance. APC draws battle line with governor over 16 lawmakers. Controversy trails killing of 30 in Benue. Government unveils policy to drive investments in oil, gas sector. 21 of 24 lawmakers sign Shebu's impeachment notice, and President pays glowing tributes to Herbert Wigwe. Okay, story.
So Edo drama has started. The lawmakers of the House of Assembly of Edo State have decided that some conduct of the deputy governor is inimical to the peace of the state. They said he also have revealed certain top secrets that affect the governance of the state. And these to them are impeachable offenses. And so 21 of them have signed the process that kicks it off. Some sides supportive of the deputy governor have said this is the wrong timing. Other sides have said this is the right thing to do. His actions have continued to disturb the peace because he's falling out with the governor. So we're waiting to see how this works out. I expect some court cases, some getting some preventive orders and all of that. Oh, the watch.
So they said mayhem broke out on Tuesday in Bagi Ukum local government area of Benue State and continued till early hours of yesterday. And operations Wild Stroke OPWS, which is a military task force covering Benue, Taraba, and Nasarawa states, had put the death toll to 30 persons. Meanwhile, the traditional ruler said there were not 30, but there were about 45 persons that were killed. Now, the senator representing Benue Northeast, Emmanuel Udende, told his colleagues during plenary that 50 persons were actually killed. And the OPWS had announced that they had commenced operation in the state, attributed to the bloodletting that was happening, and that it resulted from a supremacy battle between local militia leaders. But there was a person who lost about 7 family members, and he said that it was not about militia, that these were armed headers that were responsible for the death that was going on. The OPS Force Commander, Major General Sunday Igbinumwahia, spoke to news, and he said that they had to address, so they called security agencies in the state and conveyed a meeting to announce to the public that 14-day ultimatum given to armed headers to leave the state or ranch their cattle had elapsed, and they were going to take, do something about it. But some other persons, so the argument has been, it's either the militia, some people are saying it's the militia that caused it, the heads are fighting against themselves, others are saying it's headers. Now, what happened in the case of the militia was that one of their heads went and kidnapped some persons and then requested them to pay a ransom. And by the time they paid about 5 million from the amount he requested, I think he requested about 50 million, they paid 5 million, he still ended up killing the people that he kidnapped. And so the other militia had to get another team of militia to support them, and they were fighting each other, which resulted to the death. But, they said there's a mass burial that is likely to be going on. The police said they are not aware of the mass burial. It's just been back and forth. I would like that, the security agencies have a meeting exactly to find out what is happening and help secure Benue State.
Okay, let me take the UCH. So, members of the Association of Resident Doctors, ARD, University College Hospital, UCH Ibadan, yesterday began a 3-day warning strike over an assault of one of them. The president and vice president of the ARD-UCH, Dr. John Oladapo and Dr. Sunday Adegbite, in a statement said that they're going to take in this 2-day strike because they demand an apology from one of the relatives of a patient. So what happened was that the relatives came to the hospital and beat up one of the doctors who was treating a sickle cell, a known sickle cell patient, and they beat him up. And although they called the security, but the man sustained some injury, so they are demanding that the family of this relative of this patient write an open apology in 2 major newspapers and then also apologize to...
Only Nigeria, they see this.
Yeah.
No, it happens abroad too.
No.
Aggrieved family members.
It's rampant here.
But it's really
tearing
bad.
out a doctor's clothes.
Smacking.
I have seen that, slapping a doctor while he's trying to, attend to your patient. He's not doing it fast enough, We should
People are agitated and we should comport ourselves better. Anyway, this story is very, very annoying and it will be painful for many Nigerians. Especially Murad likes to say we should not blame government. This one lies in government. Bureaucracy and cash crunch is going to stall the e-passport issuance process. And this is where I like when ministers speak up. Because the minister is saying, the Minister of Interior has created major reforms. One of the ministers I will see active. They've been able to clear a 200,000 backlog. But now, there's no money to get the booklets, that the booklets are stuck at customs because of duty. And why is there no money? Because people are paying for this passport, but they are paying into TSA accounts. And the revenue that goes to TSA accounts are being shared among 3 tiers of government. So they don't have the bureaucratic process of raising voucher to get the money that you generated. They said 50% of passport revenue comes in dollars. They are paying 132 for 32 booklet for the 32-page booklet and $230 being paid abroad. There are more outlets abroad issuing, and the dollar issuance of passports brings in a lot of foreign revenue. But they cannot. The government right now has not given customs the money they need to pay for custom duty, to pay DHL, to pay their vendors so that they can now have passports. So now we're going to have another set of backlog.
Hi.
Because all of the 32-page passport booklet have been exhausted.
The TSA
Bureaucracy.
is not the problem.
Bureaucracy.
TSA is not the problem. Because if they had paid it to them, that's why corruption comes in. So
Yes.
TSA is important. However, it's the bureaucracy of getting it from TSA to the hands of customs to actually...
In the time necessary,
time.
not to cause the backlog and shortage.
So we have a problem.
Everybody should do their work.
Yeah.
Let nobody
Moving on
become a
to the
stumbling
Punch.
block.
24 states can't pay salaries without federal government allocation, says budget. 30 killed in Benue, fresh attack, Senate to meet president. Blackout, FG threatens to revoke disco's licenses. CBN printing of 22 trillion naira under Buhari fueled inflation, says Edun. Additional wins Awolowo Prize says low productivity costs Africa 2.6 trillion naira yearly. Troops comb bushes for 101 abducted women and IDP homes burnt. Minimum wage, labor slashes demand to 500,000 naira. And FG foreign scholarships beneficiaries lament unpaid 8-month stipends. Okay.
Okay, I have the blackout. So the Minister for Power, Chief Adelabu, went to X to go and lament that
the platform.
there's a poor supply of power across the country, despite what government is doing to tackle it. And he said that their findings revealed that some discos were intentionally not distributing electricity to end users in their various franchise areas. He said it is disheartening to witness the decline in power supply despite the concerted efforts to improve the situation. The ministry has been exerting pressure on the generating companies to enhance performance, resulting in increase in our generation to 4,000 megawatts. And despite this progress, certain distribution companies are failing to adequately distribute power supply by TCN. While there's also vandalism that is affecting infrastructure and all of that. And he has threatened, he said, something will be done. There will be consequence for that. He said, I am committed to holding all discos accountable for their performance. Willful non-performance will not be tolerated, and there will be severe consequences, including license revocation.
I'm so excited about it because this is like the way. No,
I don't understand.
The NIS minister had to speak out that this is what will cause backlog. I've done my work. The minister has been called out several times that power is not working.
But he said we were
well.
owing them before now.
deflected.
He just deflected.
Take it away from me. It's not me.
It's not me.
It's them. Please, I identify them. And
The
I'll punish
severe
them.
consequences that started happening already. We have been in darkness since January.
It's deflecting.
Yes.
Take the pressure away from me
Yes,
and
pass
go
the
to
buck.
them. Not them.
Never understand.
Don't be too impressed.
Okay.
Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us.
Adelabu is on the hot seat. There is nothing he can do now.
Until we see light.